Hey guys, it's Tori. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial and it's going to be featuring, ooh, that sounded like a lot of stuff falling over. It's going to be featuring one of my favorite palettes ever, and this is the Makeup by Mario. That's not what it's called. It is called the Master Palette by Mario from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it is so beautiful. And I'm going to show you this later in the video, but I don't care because it's so beautiful. I could wear this palette every single day. Like, whenever I'm like, I don't know what to wear for my makeup, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, this palette, like 100%, this palette is bang. This palette's bomb. It's everything. It speaks to me. It sings to me. It sings me lullabies at night. Like, I fall asleep listening to this palette sing to me. That's really over the top. But you know, like if it could sing to me, I'm sure it would because it's that amazing, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys this makeup look using it. It actually is pretty like, it's not really like in your, choke on a fly, Tori, or what? Like, dang. It's not really in your face look, you know, it's kind of like a subtle one, you know. It's subtle for me, so if it's not subtle for you, don't yell at me, okay? I want to do more looks with this palette, so let me know if you guys would want to see more looks with this palette or if like one's enough, like Tori. That's good, thanks. So let me know in the comments down below and let's just like go ahead and get into this video. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm probably gonna have to zoom the camera in because you guys are just way too far away from my eyeballs for this. So I'm gonna zoom the camera in. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. That's so stupid. Like why do I speak? Okay. So I have no idea what I'm doing yet at this point. I just knew that I wanted to film a tutorial with this palette because this palette is actually everything. Like, oh God. Okay, I'm sure I've already showed you this, but look at this. Look at this palette. It's like everything you've ever wanted in your life, or at least in mine. I can't speak for you. Okay, so I'm trying to find stuff. You guys, I'm lost. Here we go. The first thing that I've already done is I primed my eyes with the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extend Eye Base. This is actually my favorite primer of all time. That makes me kind of yellow. I don't care. This is my favorite eye base primer. It's really good with ColourPop shadows. If you love ColourPop shadows, this is a good investment. I would recommend it any day, anytime, anyway. Like, seriously, go for it. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and use this color base because I think it makes any eyeshadow pop. This is like $5 from the drugstore. It's the Maybelline Color Tattoo and Barely Branded. If you guys have been subscribed to me for a while or watched any of my makeup tutorials, you know that I literally use this all the time and I have no shame in it. If you're somebody who's gonna do like an all matte look though, like there's puppies crying in the background. Can you hear them? Because like I really hope they stop crying for this video. But if you want to do like an all matte look, I wouldn't recommend it because it is kind of glittery, but if you don't want to do an all matte look, go for it because it's awesome. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to strictly use just this palette for this video, okay? This is going to be really difficult because like I love dipping into other palettes for other things. But there's only 2 matte shades in this palette. Just 2. 3? There's 3. Sorry, I just lied to you. There are 3 matte shades, but I'm going to stick with these really warm shades. So I'm gonna not dip into any of the glittery shades. So I'm just gonna take the color Isabel and I'm going to lightly, it's this like orange color, I'm gonna lightly tap it on here, tap it off lightly, and with a light hand, I'm going to apply it to my eye. And I'm saying light hand because, you know, you can like smack that color on there and it's gonna be on there. You know what I'm saying? And we want to do it with a light hand. And I think this brush may have another product on it, so I'm going to like change it out for a different brush. This is actually like the color you see right here, this like crazy dark already color that you see built up, is a light hand. I barely am touching my skin with it. Like this product is so pigmented. So pigmented. I usually will go in with like a light skin colored shadow so that way things blend so easy, but I didn't because I'm trying to just strictly use this palette for this video. But if you guys have like a nice like peach smoothie from Makeup Geek, maybe something like that. I think there's another Makeup Geek shade that's like peach and cream or something. Those are really good shades to use. I'm going to blend this out with my blending brush. This one is from Sigma. I've had this brush actually since like 2011. Like, this brush is so old, but I love it. my blending brush. It's shedding like crazy. Okay, come on, get off my eyeball. This is the E40 from Sigma, so this is like, it's my ride or die. More like use it till it dies makeup brush. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in lightly again, but I'm actually gonna concentrate it a little bit more on the inner corner this time. So I'm gonna put a little bit more pressure, and I'm not gonna do it as light-handed like I did before. And that's mostly on the inner portion of the eye, because I'm gonna take a darker color in a little bit, but I'm not gonna wanna drag it all the way across. So then we're gonna just keep, you know, bringing it down and applying it darker. And it looks more orangey when you apply it darker. Instead of looking more like blown out, it actually starts to look more orange. And I didn't tap my brush off this time. You can actually kind of see that there was a little bit of like that, a brownie color in that other brush. You guys, clean brushes makes all the difference in the world. If you have like a quick fix between doing your makeup to clean your brushes, seriously, just do it, because it's actually a pain in the butt when you have messy makeup like that. We're gonna use the color Paris. I literally just talked to myself until I figured it out. It's this shade, this palette's kind of blurry. It's this shade clear over here. And I'm gonna use just like a flat shader brush. This one's from Igma. It's Igma, yeah, that's a thing. Sigma, it's the E55. And I'm going to just kind of apply it to the outer corner of my eye, the outer portion, okay? And then you can either use this brush, take a smaller brush. I'm actually going to grab a smaller brush because I think it makes it just like a smidgen easier. This is the Sigma E54. It's just like a little bit smaller, and I'm just gonna use that in the inner corner area. Just because it's smaller, that's all. It's the only reason. If you don't have this brush, that's fine. These shadows also work really good just with your fingers, FYI. Okay, so then I'm going to take this shade here, Fifth Ave. Oh, my nails look like just balls, but this is such a good color. I actually am living for this color right now. Like, it's my everyday color. So I'm gonna take my ring finger, because this is like my favorite finger to use on my eye. I think there's actually like a science behind it. Like, my nose is running. When I do makeup tutorials, my nose runs. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna take my ring finger. I'm gonna get this color on my ring finger, and I'm just going to go down the center of my eye and just really just apply it. And then I go back in, blend, do some like fun blending techniques. And then I'm actually going to put the product on this brush, hit it once with Fix Plus, just one time. And then I'm going to go back over it because I want to give it more of like a foiled, bam, in your face effect. Which isn't, I don't think, picking up on camera, but it actually looks so good. This is a Morphe M433. That's what I also used earlier in the crease. I'm going to take the dark chocolatey, like, red shade Violetta. And I'm going to get it on the tip of my brush. Tap it off because these colors are insane. And I'm going to hit the outer part of my crease with this color. Oh, hi phone, I'm popular. Wow, that never happens. Okay, and then I'm going to go down into the V of my eye. Really creating. Like, I really wish I would have done like a sharp line here, but I didn't because like I was too lazy for that today. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going. And then when you get messy like that, I'll show you how to clean it up. So we're gonna just we're gonna make that darker. We're gonna make that look like heaven. And we're gonna blend it out because blending is the key to making you not look trashy. Okay, so I'm gonna take my concealer. This is just, you know, like a little trick of the trade, which you all probably already know. Okay, and then I'm just going to go, and I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And I'm gonna make sure my angles are the same because we don't want to look crooked. My ring finger on my left hand because my right ring finger has color all over it, and I'm going to like kind of blend it out essentially first of all with my finger. Oops. I feel like it's a little bit easier at first when you use your finger. This is gonna be fun on this side. I'm gonna take my beauty blender actually, and I'm gonna like kind of do a little blending over here with that too. The only reason I don't usually do the concealer cleanup. I actually will use like tape before I will do the concealer cleanup, but I forgot today, so good job. The reason I don't like to do the concealer cleanup a lot is because sometimes it can look kind of muddy depending on what concealer you use, but because I use this one, it's like a really good one. It's the Naked Skin concealer, so it still looks good. So I'm gonna go in first with a pencil brush, and I'm gonna take that first crease color that we used, that Isabel shade, and I'm going to run it along my lower lash line with a pencil brush. I just told you that twice. I don't know. I'm gonna take Violetta, and I'm actually not gonna take this all the way across. Like, I'm gonna try to like kind of feather it out. But I'm gonna take a closer mirror because I can't see. I'm gonna try to keep that as close to the lash line as I can. And then just really light on the inner part. I'm not going to use, oh my gosh, this is so difficult. For brow bone highlight, there is actually not a good brow bone highlight in this palette. Like, I'm gonna be 100% real. There is not a single color in this palette that I would use as a brow bone highlight. I am going to cheat and use a different brow bone highlight. For my inner corner, I'm gonna use this Laura Mercier highlight. It's the matte highlight. It's the Matte Radiance highlight. It's like my favorite highlight ever. I'm gonna use that in the inner corner of my eye. Because it's a bomb color. I'm gonna grab my Lorac Pro 2 palette. I'm gonna use Buff as my brow bone highlight, you guys. I told you I wasn't going to do this, but I did really good. But I just had to right there. Alright, so now for my wing. I use 2 eyeliners right now to create my wing. Okay, 2. The reason being, this one does great with the tip to create the wing, but then it runs out and it starts to like get lighter as I go across my lid. This one, the tip dried out, but the rest of it's good. So like this one I used to draw the line on my lid, and this one I used to do the wing. It seems excessive because it is, but like I'm working with what I have, okay? Don't judge me. So my camera shut off and I didn't even realize it for a while. Sorry, don't hate me. Okay, I'm gonna like zoom out like a smidge because I just feel like I'm really having your face. Okay, so now I'm gonna give my face some like life. Oh, by the way, right, I forgot to mention, when my camera shut off, I finished my eyeliner, did my lower eyeliner, and put on mascara, so there was that you missed. So, by the way, okay, so now I'm gonna do contouring, and for contouring, this powder right here, this top one, this is Makeup Geek's Bad Habit Warm Contouring for pale skin? Fair. No. Warm fair. Okay, this is for warm fair. Okay? It's not porcelain, it's fair. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm using this brush from Morphe, and it has no name because it came in like the Morphe Me thing. I don't know. And I'm going to contour. These Makeup Geek contour powders, by the way, are like everything. I don't know if it's just because I found a color I like to contour with and that's why I love it so much, but I'm seriously obsessed with them. So I can like contour and then I can like blend it out a little bit. This looks so harsh on camera, but like in real life it's not at all that harsh. Like on camera it looks like, but in real life it's not. So I'm not gonna fix it because it looks fine in real life. I have a pimple right here and I feel like it's accentuated on the camera. Boom! There it is. Okay. And then for like my forehead and like bronzing, I use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I've had this bronzer forever. Like the packaging does not look like that anymore. Like I've had it for so long. Like, does makeup expire? I really don't know. If it does, is this expired? Probably. Then I go kind of over that contour and like into like my blush area just to kind of blend and then like, you know, throw it up in here and lightly do it down here. I hate doing that though because my foundation will match my skin and then I'll like throw some bronzer down here and then it'll make it look like I don't know how to do my makeup. And that's just not good for anyone, you know? Okay, so then I'm gonna use this Tarte awesome blush palette that's got like every blush you could ever want from Tarte. And I'm gonna use the darker blushes because it's like winter time and it's like trendy to use dark blushes. So I'm gonna use Montage. And for no reason other than I just picked it. Like some people are so good about like matching their blush to their face or to their face, to the rest of their makeup, but sometimes I just don't and I'm like, that looks good. Be honest, tell me, how many of you do that? Because I do all the time. Now I'm going to use that Matte Radiance Laura Mercier highlight number 1. And I'm going to use that to highlight my cheekbones, and if I'm not satisfied with just this today, I'm going to add some more. So I'm using the M501 from Morphe. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. See that highlight? Do you see that? Like what? You know what's so funny though is like on camera these highlights look like they're just like, oh my gosh, because the lighting's hitting you, but like just sitting in your house or like sitting in normal lighting, it's like really not like over the top. Do I want to add more to it to make it fun? No, I was gonna add some of like the Kathleen Lights highlights, but I think this is probably good enough. Okay, so last but not least for my makeup today, I'm going to apply lashes. And I'm not gonna like torture you to like sit here and make you watch me apply these because it's actually like humorous and I can't stay in frame. But these are the Cocoa Lashes 501. And they're basically like Ardell Wispies, but like a little bit different. And I love them. I have a ratchet ass pair of these that I have been wearing for like 3 weeks straight and I haven't cleaned them like at all. Like I haven't washed them. So I was like, okay Tori, like today you need to bust out a new pair so you can like take some time to like clean your lashes. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, so these do not fit my lashes like the way they are, and there is like a piece of like glue or something just chilling. So I'm just cutting off a small section of these lashes, just like the tiniest of smallest of sections. Okay, so I'm gonna put these on and I'll be right back. So now at this point that I've applied the lashes to my eyeballs, I'm gonna apply like a small, like very, very small amount of mascara just to like blend them together, and I'm literally only putting it on my lashes and trying my best not to get them on the others. Also, this is the Kathleen Lights Miami Fever Over Lipstick. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna spritz my face. Wow, my cat sleeps so funny. I'm gonna spritz my face with Fix Plus. Take a bath in it, you know, whatever. And we're done with the makeup. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I'm going to start putting out new videos all the time. And the month of January, I'm going to have a new video every single day. The month of December, not so much. But January 2017 is my year of YouTube. I'll be putting up a whole video about that. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.
Here's to the night. Wherever it goes, I'm all in. Chasing